Previously in the Brotherverse. All right, boys, hang on to your britches.
They about to get dusty.
Yeah. According to my calculations, this should be where the spire is. It looks like a giant humanoid statue. Emanating from the red jewel is just a circuit board of red light. And Yenri, you feel one with the statue.
I put my hand on the thing.
And you can feel like the control of the fingertips and thumb. You see the circuit board of red light grow even brighter. These lasers basically open a tear in space. And like a big arching plasma bridge that's reaching from the mouth into the portal.
Big plasma water slide into the treasure hole.
Yeah. So you guys are sliding down the plasma slide and you feel like the wind against your faces, and then all of a sudden the bottom just gives out when you break the plane of the portal. And you suddenly see before you the sky and everything has become much darker, and your visibility is pretty poor too. It's almost like there's like smoke around you. I don't know if you've ever been in a forest fire before, but there's kind of like this brownish haze that is kind of like that, and everything's a bit desaturated and orangey. That's kind of the atmosphere you guys find yourself in. So you guys are seeing yourself flying through this just like emptiness of just brown, and then you start seeing some shapes materialize before you. You see the ground coming at you really fast, and you hit the sand pretty hard, and each one of you is going to take 1 point of falling damage as you hit the sand.
Ouch. I could have prevented that, I think, but
Yeah.
I was too amazed by the...
Yeah.
What is that large plane coming towards us?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the ground.
It's just brown on brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys collect yourselves and start looking around, and behind you can see what looks like the sand sea. But it looks a lot darker than what you saw like when you're on the outside of the portal, and your like plane of view ends pretty quickly, where it just everything kind of disappears in blackness beyond like a few hundred yards into the sand sea. And that's looking behind you guys. Looking forward, you can see some shapes in the distance. Basically, you're sitting on like a giant beach, like solid beach that's reaching out. And you can see a really tall sort of
giant beach?
Beach, yeah.
Like a desert?
Yes.
Like just sand in every direction?
Like an LA beach?
Like an LA beach. It's just a really long beach.
Yeah.
I guess I said beach because the sand sea is lapping up against it. It's like the beach is the transition between land and sea.
Okay. That makes
sense.
Different sand.
Yeah,
Different types
liquid
of
sand and solid
lapping
sand.
on sand.
What is a desert but just a really big beach?
I mean, seriously. If there's water pushing up against it, it really is just a beach.
Eventually.
It's all about branding.
Yeah. The Sahara, the largest beach.
That would be a great 2019 rebrand.
Yeah.
That's good marketing.
Beachfront property.
Yeah. It's a really, really good idea.
Our location feels less ominous when you describe it that way.
Yeah. So you flew through this portal and you're sitting on a resort beach. And
Yep.
so in front of you, kind of through the like atmospheric haze of the smoke, you can see a large like rocky structure with a plateau on top, like way off in the distance. And it's kind of hard to make out the details of it, but you can definitely see that this is like a big plateau sticking out of the sand in front of you. You can also see a smaller shape in front of you that looks kind of indistinct, but it's definitely closer. But like if you were to head towards the plateau, it would be on your way there. To give you guys a few other descriptions of what this land looks like I said, everything's a little bit of a desaturated brown orange. In the sky, you can see a bunch of swirling brown clouds, and they all seem to be swirling around a point that is above this plateau. You can also see like a deep red sun behind the clouds that's kind of going in and out of view as they spin above you. The other thing is when you're looking out at the sand, you can see sort of black and red particles rising slowly from the sand in certain areas. It almost looks like embers and ash, like flying up slowly and rising into the air, like everything is like smoldering.
Twilight Realm. Or the Upside Down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's lots of stuff, yeah.
The world smolders.
Yeah, the world is smoldering.
Is it hot on the ground?
It's not hot. It just seems like, yeah, like I said, it just looks like ash and embers, but it doesn't feel particularly hotter than like a desert normally would feel.
I turn around and look back up in the sky and want to see if I can see like the portal we just came out of, if I have any like hint of that.
Yeah, you can see it like 30 feet above you. It's just like still red and glowing and splitting the air.
Well, that's not too far.
Yeah, we can make that.
I
can make that. I can fly.
Yeah, Yenri, try to fly. Can you fly here?
Okay. I pull out my medallion and stick it to my chest and like try to just like lift up into the air.
Okay, you try and do that, and you feel like Wenri's soul isn't quite there. You're not feeling the connection with Wenri that you normally would.
Oh. Then I do that little thing where I just sort of jump off the ground and twiddle my toes and then fall onto the ground because it didn't work.
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
Guys, my magic item isn't working here. I can't feel Wenri's spirit.
Oh no.
Are you guys going through a rough patch, or you think it's because of where we are right now?
I'm going to blame it on location. Long distance is hard.
So both?
Yeah, so you and Wenri can catch back up later on when you enter the mortal realm again.
All right, well, I mean, I guess, should we start heading toward that giant pillar in the distance?
Yeah.
It's like, no,
Seems
I'm
like a pretty
content
good
sitting here. Okay, so you guys get up, you dust yourselves off, and you start walking towards the giant plateau. And it looks pretty far away. It looks like it could be a couple miles away. So you guys are trudging through the sand for a pretty long time, and you start coming up on that second object that I told you about that was closer. And as you approach, you see that it's a boat that looks like if the sand tide had sort of moved out, it kind of beached this boat up on the sand. It has a tattered sail that's waving in the wind, and you can see more of this like ash ember particulates like rising up off of it. And everyone make a perception check.
Okay. 14.
3.
21.
Dang.
Okay. So as you're approaching this boat, Puff, you look out and you see like 3 hunched over figures kind of down low in the boat. You can kind of see their shoulders and heads moving slowly up and down in the bottom of this boat as you approach.
Okay. Crawl a little closer and look over the edge, see if I can see it more clearly.
Okay, so you're gonna go right up to the boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, Puff.
So you go right up to the boat and look over, and you see 3 humanoid figures in tattered clothes, kind of looking in the bottom of the boat, and they're just like grabbing at some coins that are in the bottom of the boat and looking at them, and you'll see one like pick one up and then another one grab it, and like a sort of like hissing sound between these figures. As you approach and look over the boat, you see them stop suddenly, and one of them looks over its shoulder at you, and you see it's like a really gaunt human, and he looks at you and tilts his head and just is smiling really wide, and you see that his eyes are completely black but don't reflect any light, and he's just smiling and looking at you, and he stands up in the boat and smiles wider and starts walking towards you.
Yeah, see, I thought this was a bigger boat.
This is like a 20-foot boat. This is like a fisherman's boat.
The Puff says as he's peering over the side of the boat. Yeah, see, like I thought this was a bigger boat.
Sorry,
I thought
guys.
there'd be room for one more.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be in
Sorry, I didn't explain that really well, but this
That's
is
fine.
where we find ourselves.
Are we
Okay.
up with Puff? Or are we still standing like 20 feet away from the boat? Just
Yeah, what
watching
did
this
you
happen?
guys want to do during this? Because I mean, like Puff said, he was going up a little closer, but
Well, we didn't even see the figures, did we?
no, you didn't.
I mean, I assume we'd follow him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably.
You don't.
If I
okay.
saw him start to slink and run, Yenri would crouch down a little bit and look around like, "What the hell's going on?" And then just sort of follow
as
behind.
Puff doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
You know, it
just
really
slinks away.
just depends if you feel like dying today. You can just
Yeah.
follow along. It seems that way.
No, Yenri would slink and follow behind him. I
like that.
Obviously, something seemed amiss, so he
Yeah.
followed Puff's lead.
I'm gonna just watch
All right.
these two.
So everyone roll initiative.
Oh,
Dang.
what?
Sorry. It's probably a
Went
sneakier
for it.
route.
12.
12. Oh,
Hey,
Who wants to go first of you two who rolled 12s?
let's roll again.
I guess. Okay, I was just
All
gonna
right,
say
that's one way to do it.
because I'm closer, but that's fine too. 9.
6.
9, 6. All right.
I got a 7.
Wait, but I still want my 12.
Jesus.
Just
Yeah. No, Orc. It's gonna be Orc, Yenri, Puff.
Wait, Yenri Orc Puff.
yeah.
Henry Orc Puff.
I say Orc goes
Give me
first. He
my
just yells, "Good luck!"
I don't care what you rolled. I'm just taking
Yeah.
command here.
He's taking initiative.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It finally has
Yep.
meaning.
Yep. Orc begins. He sets up a lawn chair and watches the battle.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Okay. So you guys are in combat. Yenri, you are first. And you're kind of staring down these three figures who have now stood up in the boat, and they're staring at you guys and sort of just smiling and licking their lips. And like I said, they look just kind of interested in you.
Is the guy approaching us the one holding the coins?
They're all holding a few coins.
Oh. So I have this spell called Heat Metal.
All right. All right.
Nice. What?
I'll say in the one that's approaching us, 'cause I don't think I can do it to like all of the coins, but can I heat up his pile of coins in his hand to make it red hot?
I think so. Do you have to have contact with the coins, or can you do it from afar?
No, up to 60 feet.
All right. Yeah, you
can
can
do it.
definitely do that.
Concentration for up to 1 minute.
Okay.
And any creature in physical contact with it takes 2d8 fire damage.
Oh, shit. That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
and then-
Yeah, let's
oh.
definitely do that.
Okay. Yeah, if they're holding it, they can succeed on a Constitution saving throw to catch it if they want. Or
Okay.
like to not drop it, excuse me.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that's a 4 and a 4. So 8 damage.
8
to-
damage.
to
Okay.
man's hands.
Yeah, I'll say that you attack the middle one. That cool?
Whichever one was like smiling creepily and walking towards us. Yeah.
That's the middle one.
Okay.
Yeah, so the coins heat up in the hand, and you hear like a sizzling and smoke come up, and he twitches as it happens and looks down at his hands, but he doesn't let go of the coins, and then he just like looks at you and starts like making this hissing, laughing sound again.
Oh God.
I
Okay.
don't like it.
Me neither.
He's just clenching these red hot coins and smiling.
Mm-hmm.
I want to quickly say that I can use a bonus action on additional turns to reactivate that damage again if he's still touching the object. For
Damn.
up to a minute after this. So,
Nice.
That's most of
Yay.
our. That's going to be forever.
hooray!
I guess I'll just go ahead and try to hit that guy with my great axe.
Okay. So
Same
you're going
guy.
to walk up to the boat and swing at Mr. Middle Zombie?
Yeah.
Or Middleman?
Yep. Never remember how. D20 first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like, how do you attack things again?
Orc always pulls out his axe and is like, "How do I swing this?
Yeah.
Which side's the cutting side?"
He is an orc
Yeah.
with a very little brain.
Yeah.
All right, that's wait. Do I add something to it?
Yeah, you
Yes.
roll a d20, you add your proficiency bonus and
Oh,
your
I
strength.
attack my attack.
Your
Okay,
attack bonus. Yeah.
23.
Yeah. 23. Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. Oh shit! I lost the die. Hold on.
Oric's just dropping his axe on the ground and then taking it fumbling.
He drops all his papers on his ground and adjusts his glasses and picks them all up.
Wait.
I'm so clumsy.
He trips over some loose sand in the loose sand.
10.
10? Okay. So you swing your axe at this guy and it shreds through the front of his body, and you see a bunch of these like red embers and black ash pop out of his body as you do that, and it rises up into the sky, and he again lets out like a hissing scream.
But he's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Oh, wow.
All right, next
too
is
Brazilian.
Puff.
Definitely gonna use Crown of Madness.
Ew.
They already seem quite mad, but I think they can get madder.
Is there like a minimum wisdom or anything that requires you to be able to use that on a creature? I know with some spells it says like if the creature has like a wisdom of -3 or more, they automatically succeed.
No, yeah, this one you have to do a saving throw.
Okay, awesome. What am I trying to beat?
Now my turn to not know how to play D&D. What are you supposed to go
Yeah,
again?
it's your spell save DC. I'm beating your spell save DC.
13.
13. All right. He fails.
Yay!
Which one are you targeting?
Not the one that just got his chest all slashed up.
Okay, let's do Rady then.
Okay, righty.
Okay, so as you do that, you see the being on the far right like go rigid, and is this the one where like a literal crown appears above their head?
It's a crown of thorns.
Yeah. So you see a crown of thorns weave around his head.
Oh,
and he's-
sorry. No, I was wrong. It's a twisted crown of jagged iron.
Okay. So as his body goes rigid, you see an iron crown form around his head, and wrap it. Richard.
His body goes Richard.
Richard!
This guy's name is now Richard. His body went Richard. And he's always been
Richard.
Richard.
That crown looks so dashing on you.
It's what I've always wanted.
It really fits your whole vibe you got going on.
Yeah. The other two are really jealous now.
Yeah.
With all the death and despair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have names.
Richard always gets what he wants.
Yeah, the right one's definitely Richard now, so you'll have to name the other two yourself.
Righty Richard. Yeah.
Righty Richard.
Lefty Louie.
Oh.
Middle Mohammed.
Mike? Middle? How about Malcolm?
Yeah.
Malcolm in the middle.
Malcolm in the middle.
Malcolm in the middle.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
We got Righty Richard, Lefty Louie, and Malcolm in the middle.
It wrote itself.
That's super easy. All right, Louis, Richard, and Malcolm. Now you've personified them. This is horrible now because you're going to feel even worse killing them.
I'll feel better.
I'll feel bad.
I don't particularly like people.
I feel like that's something where it's like the old tales of like having animals on a farm. It's like never name your pet pigs because
Yeah.
they're going to get slaughtered. Never give them names.
Never name your pet zombie.
Yeah.
You're going to feel bad when you cut its head off.
Right. Well, you guys can deal with that emotional turmoil. So yeah, he is now under your control. So next are the Zam-bies. So Malcolm in the middle is going to step over the side of the boat and he walks like unnaturally fast towards Puff, and he is going to take his hand like a giant club and hit it against Puff. So,
Owie.
okay. So he takes his arm and he clubs it against you really hard, and does 7 points of damage.
Oof.
Oh, so I mean, if we started with the hit points from last time, I am at 0.
Oh.
Yep.
Puff goes down.
Yeah. Puff
can
goes
I
down.
can I keep my concentration while I'm down?
No.
Oh,
No, you cannot.
well then the Crown of Madness was for naught.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey, Bard,
Puff is...
Bard me, please.
Yeah. I'll
Eventually, when the time is right.
You can't say that.
Okay.
You're knocked out.
In the meantime, Yenri just sits back and sees him club you to the ground and goes, "Oh shit!"
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Wow.
So you see Puff fall to the ground, and so next is the next two. I'm just gonna call them zombies. So that was Malcolm in the Middle that came out. Richard comes over and he climbs out of the boat and he walks over to Puff and he starts rummaging through his pockets and he starts taking some of your things. And Louis comes up and does the same thing. He like takes your hat and
I have a
starts
hat?
trying to like the way the way I drew you in the album.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Hat.
No, my hat. I just realized that I had.
I just love that, like, if you had been going this entire time and that's in character Puff, he was like, the hell? I have a hat?
Yeah, it's like
It's like he looks in the mirror.
Since we woke up in the, I never looked in a mirror. Nor I guess had nerves in my head.
Where'd I get this hat?
he's unconscious, and the zombie takes something off of his head, and he's just like, "I feel cold. Yeah. I was wearing a hat this whole time.
I feel cold. Is this death?
Yeah. So he takes your hat.
Oh, I feel oddly lost without this thing I didn't realize I had.
That's often the way it goes."
Yeah. You never really know what you've got until it's gone.
Paradise took my fucking hat.
Is that how that song goes?
I think so.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, the other two zombies are sitting there and they're just taking your things, and they're
Great.
sort of fighting over bits of things that are on you as well.
Over bits of Puff.
Yeah. Bits of Puff. Okay, so next is Yenri.
We're gonna run over to Puff and cast Cure Wounds. I have to touch him to do it, so I'm gonna run down and make some loud noises as I approach to hope to maybe try to scare away zombies. Maybe they're kind of skittish, like raccoons or something. But and then I want to like slide into home, slide over and touch Puff's head to cure wounds
Slide
on
into
him.
home.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So the zombies are not reacting to your noises and sounds. They're very captivated by Puff's stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tap him, and I get 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 10. 10 points of damage.
Oh,
or 10 points
nice.
of health.
Wow, not bad. Not bad.
That's
Yeah.
solid.
And then I want to do a bonus action to reheat the metal in Zombie's hand.
Gotcha. That's right. Okay. So yeah, Malcolm has not started rummaging through Puff's stuff, so he still has the stuff in his hands.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So you got to roll for damage, right?
Yeah. 5 and 7. That is 12 points
Okay.
of fire damage.
So you see Malcolm shudder again as like smoke rises from his hands, and he starts shaking, like he convulsing a lot, and suddenly you just see like his entire body turn to ash and falls to the ground, and a bunch of ash and embers rises up from where he was standing. And he
Take
gone.
that, Malcolm.
Does the gold remain?
Yeah, the gold's just sitting in the sand.
Cool.
And next is Orc.
I'm gonna recklessly attack Louis.
All right. Yeah, and
Okay.
Louis is just kind of standing next to Puff's body that's starting to come back awake.
Oh, that's a crit failure.
Oh no! Wait.
Reckless attack. You roll.
Oh, I
with
get an advantage. Oh yeah, I forgot that I did that.
What did you think you got? Just nothing?
He got snake eyes.
It just feels cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's a 19. No, that's a. Oh, sorry, that's a 25. 25.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, that definitely hits. So you're striking down Louis. So you raise your great axe in the air and come down on him.
11.
So you raise your great axe in the air and slice down on his head, and again you see like a gash open up and some embers and smoke fly out, and he hiss screams at you, and as he looks over his shoulder and like hisses at you as this happens. Next is Puff. So you your eyes flutter and you regain consciousness from the glory that is Yenri's healing powers, and you're back in the fight.
Who has my hat?
Louis.
My head.
Yeah, Louis looking down.
Why I gotta?
That's an inside joke that I can't even explain.
No,
It's just-
No.
It's too deep.
Like the first Sundberg Brothers media ever created.
yeah. I actually kind of do want to tell us. So when we were like 10 years old, we had these
If.
stuff.
Yeah, all of
if
us.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us. All 5 years apart. We're all 10 years old.
Weird.
It was 1995. So we had these stuffed animal penguins, and we would play with them and act out scenes and stuff. And it was
We
named,
made animated shorts with them too.
yeah, exactly. We used Authorware on our computer to make these animated shorts with these penguins, and it was The Adventures of Detective Penguin and Pudgy. And in part of a line from that is, "Oh, my hat." Or something
I don't
like
know if you delivered that quite right.
No.
that. Here, how about who had the voice? Of
Yeah,
Pudgy?
remember
That's Chris.
when he would say, my hat?
Oh, my hat. No, it wasn't delivered right.
I was Pudgy. Chris, aka
That's right.
Orc, aka Pudgy, and
Was Pudgy.
he was super attached to his hat, and whenever someone stole his hat, he'd go, "My hat," and then he'd freak
That's
out
so much better.
and fly.
He would
around
go,
the screen.
"Ugh, my hat!"
I don't hear the difference. I was just like, I didn't have like a real character. I was just like 9 auxiliary characters.
Yeah.
Joe
yeah,
Cyan and
we
Tis
had
Joe.
We had 4 penguins, but Chris was 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then Ryan and
The
I were
fuck
each
is
one.
that? Why did that
Eric
happen?
didn't get to be one of the 4.
No. That's right. Yeah, what was that bullshit?
Eric
Sit
was
here and
the
watch.
he was the Hank Azaria of Detective Penguin and Pudgy.
Yeah.
Except I think Hank Azaria plays a main character at some point.
Well, then
Yeah.
you're not as good as Hank Azaria. I'm sorry, Eric.
Well, that seems like a given, but
That's a good point.
You're making up for it now. Well,
Yeah.
I guess you're still just all of the auxiliary characters.
yeah.
But with a
Nothing
much
has
more
changed.
important purpose.
Yeah. Oh my god. Nothing ever changes.
Okay, back to the fight.
I don't even remember who.
Puff
I think
woke
the
up, was
zombies
looking for his
wandered
hat.
off while we were
Oh
talking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Puff woke up and had
This
a
is
fever
this
dream.
is really boring, and I don't understand it because I wasn't 10 in the Sundberg household.
Just like our audience, the zombies wandered off.
Yeah.
Okay, so Puff, you said my hat.
That was
then-
better delivery. Yes, I did.
Nailed-
I said that.
Nailed
Yes.
it.
All right. So what do you want to do? You are prone right now too. Just FYI.
While prone, I would like to cast Reduce and make him a tiny zombie.
Louis. All right.
Yes, I'm gonna make Louis half his size. Child zombie.
It's like not significant enough to matter that much, but it's hilarious.
Yeah. Where'd I get this big hat?
Like a tiny, fast zombie is still horrifying. But
Yeah.
True, possibly more so.
Yeah. It's halfway between terrifying and adorable now.
yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you have to roll for that, or I have to roll like a save?
If the target is unwilling, it can make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. He's not willing.
Oh, boo!
What's your spell save DC?
13.
All right, so he fails. So you see him suddenly shrink to half his size, and he looks around just a little bit confused, but still like smiling weirdly.
Okay.
So Richard now looks up from Puff, and he is looking at Yenri, and he's eyeing some of your more shiny things on your body, like your lyre, and he rushes over and tries to beat you with his hand like a club.
I don't want it.
And he hits. So he raises his arm and brings it straight down and hits you square in the face, and he does 7 damage.
Oof. Okay. Yenri says, "Ow."
It's appropriate.
Meow.
All right. And so little Louis, is holding Puff's hat.
Thank God you did it to the man with the L name.
Yeah. little lefty Louis goes up and he tries to swing at, he swings his littler arm at Puff.
Why I oughta?
So he hits as well. Because he's small, he doesn't do quite as much damage, but you take 3 points of damage. And
Ow.
you said it takes concentration, right? To hold the spell.
Yeah.
So I believe you have to make a Constitution saving throw, and you have to be above a 10 to keep to your concentration.
That might be true. Is that something that would be in the spell, or are you telling me that?
I'm telling you, that's any spell that you have concentration
okay.
for. If you get hit, you have to like roll to see if you.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's a 9.
Ooh.
Yeah, 10 or half the damage you take, whichever is higher. So yeah, the concentration breaks, and Lefty Louis is not little anymore, and he rises back up to full size.
To Largy Louis.
Yeah, largy Louis. All right, next is going to be Yenri. So you're kind of engaged with Richard right now.
Oh.
He clubbed you in the head, and now there's a ring on your finger.
How did that get there?
That's not how it works.
If you're not willing, you have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this is the guy who got smacked with an axe before, right?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a gash in the back of his head.
Can I grab the gold that dead Malcolm dropped, and then can I toss it to Richard? Because I know he wants it.
Yeah, that would be an action if you pick it up and choose to throw it.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind, because I wanted to reheat it once he got it and just pass
Well, then
around
don't-
the hot potato. But
And don't pick it up. Just hike it.
actually, no, that's fine. That can be my action, because this is a bonus action to reheat it. So I want to pick up the gold and toss it to Richard.
Okay, let's see if he's interested enough with all the stuff that he's kind of holding that is Puff's. So you toss the gold at him, but he doesn't break eye contact with the objects that he has in his hand.
Well, then I just threw some coins in his general direction.
They
Nothing.
They hit him and just fall to the ground.
Make it rain.
Yeah, but that ground's real hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
The floor
Yeah.
is lava.
Yeah, if he steps on it, maybe. All right, so Orc, you are next.
I'm just gonna kill him. I'm gonna reckless attack.
All right, Lefty Louie.
Yarp. 21.
Okay, that definitely hits. Roll for damage.
6.
6? Okay, so you bring your great axe down and you hit him again, and you hear more hissing, and another gash opens up, and a bunch more smoke and embers is spewed out from his body, but he is still standing. All right, Puff, you're next.
Okay, I'm going to use magic missile. And I'm
Do
gonna
it
shoot it at Lefty.
Okay.
So that happens, and I will roll
All right.
for stuff. So that's a 2. 5. 2. 9.
Okay. So you raise your hands up and shoot missiles out at Lefty, and the impacts spew more smoke, and then as the last one hits him, he just explodes into ash, and the powder and embers just fall to the ground, and you see some specks rise into the air. And he is no more.
Whoa!
Hey.
So is Richard
So you
still
only
alive?
got Richard, and you guys haven't hit Richard yet. He is
damn it.
He's living the good life right now. So next is Richard. So he looks up at Yenri as well and sees some shiny objects on your body and is like eyeing them, and he is gonna try and club you.
Wants me and not the coins?
Yeah, so that does not hit. He tries to swing at
Right.
you, and you jump out of the way, and his hand just goes smashing down into the sand, and he hisses out of anger. And so
All
next
right.
is Yenri.
I guess I'm just gonna take out my rapier and just stab him.
Old
In the-
reliable.
Old reliable rapier. And that is a 13.
13, that does hit. So your
Hooray.
rapier goes, and it goes straight into his chest.
Sweet. And then it's a D8. 8 damage.
Sweet.
Nice.
So yeah, you hear him hiss as your rapier just pierces through his skin, and you pull it out and see a little bit of smoke come out of the wound. And next is going to be Orc.
Who did Louis have Puff's hat?
Yeah, he did.
Can I take it?
Oh, what?
Yeah. You can walk over and pick it up as an object interaction.
All right, I'm going to take Puff's hat.
Why?
Okay. So you walk over into the ash and you pick his hat out of the ash.
All right. Can I put it on, or is that another action?
I would say the picking it off the ground and putting it on your head is one action.
All right, I'm wearing Puff's hat.
Why not?
I just feel like I'm going to attack better with this hat on.
Okay.
You
Let's
will.
see. All right, great axe. Reckless attack. Oh, that was awful. 6. With
Yeah, you
advantage.
you swing
Damn.
you swing your great axe, and Richard jumps out of the way, and you just bury your axe into the sand.
All right, I
And
chuck
he is
Puff's
standing.
hat on into the distance.
No, you can't do that. Your turn's over.
Haha, you're stuck wearing my shitty hat.
All right, Puff, you're next.
I think I will use Firebolt, which is a cantrip.
Hey.
Go big.
Heading back to the cantrip zone. And I will just do 17.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. So fire flies from your fingers and hits
have a really
Richard
good spell tech
square in the chest.
Yes, and he takes 1d10. That is a 9.
Whoa.
Nice.
Nice work.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's singed. There's even more ash and embers flying off of him than usual.
And if he's flammable, he catches on fire.
All right. He is not flammable.
What? He's made of. I guess that's why.
He's just yeah.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
Just had to
I guess
talk
his
my way
clothes.
through
I
it.
guess his clothes are probably burning. His clothes are singed.
avert
Oh,
your
now we
eyes.
got a naked Richard.
Ew, he's naked.
Richard, come on. That's some dignity.
We've gone from Richard to Dick.
Richard slow claps. Sorry, Dick. Dick slow claps.
No.
So next it's Dick's turn. It's canon now. So he comes up and he's gonna try. I was gonna have him grapple you to try and take your stuff. Now that's weird.
You're just like, oh god, get off! No.
Ew. Yeah, so
Naked
he's gonna try and grapple you to take your. He reaches for your lyre. And he jumps on you.
Ew. Just take it. Just.
All right. Yeah. So Yenri, make an athletics check.
Athletics. Okay. 19.
Whoa.
He rolled a 20.
Oh my
So that actually beat it. So he goes on and he jumps on you and he's clawing at your lyre, trying to pick it off of your person. And as he does that, so you're like incapacitated right now as he's wrapped around your body.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And it was just like, oh my god, guys, get him off me.
No.
Don't want it. He's like the it's like the not a like what are the things from Zelda that are like the naked zombies that just grab around you?
Re-dead.
The Re-deads, yeah.
That is pretty much what it is.
But he's like a combo, but the like steal your stuff.
Yeah.
He's a Re-dead with a like motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wow.
A re-dead like a
Crossover.
like.
Yeah. Deep into Zelda culture and
Yeah.
mechanics.
All right, so Yenri, you're up next. So you're being grappled right now. So
Tap
you can't
A.
really
Tap
attack.
A.
Tap A.
Tap A. Yenri taps A. Yeah. I feel like I have to get him the fuck off me, so I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to pick up my lyre and just lift it off my body and away from me and just start like heading in the opposite direction of me. So hopefully he just chases the shiny shit.
Okay.
Does that sound
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do that. So he's got like his hand on your lyre. He's trying to grab it and like pull it off your body right now. So your mage hand can grab it too and start pulling it away.
Okay.
So the mage hand appears and it grabs the lyre and kind of pulls it away, and the Richard Dick's arm is outstretched trying to hold on to it, and he gets like kind of pulled, and he does let go of you and is like trying to keep a hold of the lyre as the mage hand pulls it away, and he eventually like is able to pull the mage hand out of the air with that, and he just like sits on the ground holding the lyre and just like hissing and looking around.
Okay.
And next
And
is
then
gonna be
Yenri is
Orc.
thrilled to have him off of me.
Yeah.
I was gonna just let things be if like Richard was chasing the lyre and just like have us walk through the desert following the mage hand and Richard.
It's like chasing a butterfly through the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the dog with the stick and the bone in front of him,
Yeah.
but he has it now. So,
If only.
how far away is he?
He's like 15 feet away from you.
All right. Well, I'm due old reliable. To clarify, that's my great axe.
Oh.
That's an 18.
Okay. Yeah, so you pick up your great axe and swing it down on Richard as he's clutching the lyre.
That's a 5 damage.
All right, so you cleave down and your axe just goes straight through Richard's skull and down his back, and you see him hiss and hold like more tightly on the lyre, and then his body just dissipates and turns to ash and
good.
falls to the ground, and
Yes.
Yenri's lyre is sitting there.
Thank God.
Forgot to take the hat off. That's why my roll was so low.
Strength of Puff.
Give me my hat.
Form of
Weakness.
a limp lizard.
Yeah, give me my hat back. I feel too powerful.
All right, so
I need to contain this shit.
combat is over, so you're just kind of surrounded by ash now.
All right. I try to secretively scoop up some ash into the hat and then hand it back to Puff.
All right, do a stealth check and Puff do a perception check.
Okay.
Sorry, this is gonna be sleight of hand check. This is gonna be sleight of hand.
20.
But still perception for me.
Yeah, still perception for you. But 20.
8.
All right, so as you pick it up, like, here I go picking up your hat, friend.
Yeah.
And he doesn't notice you.
Let me get
pushing
this
some
hat
ash
for
into
you,
it.
Puff. Looks way
All right,
better on you, buddy.
You hand it back to. So yeah, you give it back to Puff.
And since I saw nothing, I put it on my head.
You turn it over, and a bunch of ash that was once a person falls on your face and head.
You
I
have
am
carcass on your face.
That would be funnier to me if I hadn't had naked zombie on me so recently.
Yeah, we're both pretty
Everything's gonna be not funny for a while.
carcassed. You want to go shower up?
I want to go collect all my things.
Yeah, go
But
jump into the
yes.
sand sea and wash off.
Yeah.
Wash
Just
off this
his
ash with some sand.
I'm pretty
All right.
sad.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah.
Onward. I'm
let's
happy.
collect
Let's
all of
go. I'm feeling great.
Can we take a look at one of these coins that are near us? Like, can I pick it up and inspect it?
Yep. Yeah. So you pick up the coin, and it's a gold coin, and it has the symbol of Zamtal on it, the ring with the dot on its circumference, and on the other side is a like figure's face, kind of like an old Greek coin would have. It's like a bust of a person's head.
I pocket one of them.
Okay.
I'll take 5 of them.
Okay. There are 5 of them. You can pocket 5 of them.
Okay.
Do you think they do anything?
I don't know, but I like gold, so maybe.
The only thing I could think to do was heat them up, but you've already done that.
I already tried that one.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a city that we're going to. If it's a functional city, they might have a currency. And if there's a currency, I bet it's this.
It's a pretty good deduction there.
Thanks. Can we also hop onto the little boat and see what else is going on in there?
Yeah, for sure. So you go over to the boat and get in, and you find a few things there. So you find 2 lengths of 50-foot hemp rope.
Dibs on one.
Yay, more rope.
You also find 3 more gold coins at the bottom. And you find a fishing tackle kit.
Ooh.
So that includes a wooden rod, silken line, cork bobbers, steel hooks, lead sinkers, velvet lures, and a small net.
Velvet lures?
Yeah, this says velvet lures. That's
Interesting.
weird. I was going to say you don't get velvet lures.
To catch all those sexy fish.
Now I want velvet lures.
I was just
say that
reading
on the
this
kit.
line by line and didn't even notice that. That is really weird.
That's awesome.
Don't take away our velvet lures.
You have velvet lures.
This is a fancy fishing kit.
Well, I'm
Luxury.
going to take a rope for sure, because I have no rope. Does anyone else
Okay.
need rope?
I have.
I mean, I could take one of them if you don't need both.
It doesn't matter.
All right, I'll take one then.
I want the fishing kit.
Okay. You can take the fishing kit. So yeah, that's all there is. Other than that, it's just a wooden boat with a tattered sail.
I'll take the rest of the coins. That makes 8 coins.
8 coins. I'm rich. Okay, so you guys can still see this larger like plateau, like island thing sticking up out of the sand. You're quite a bit closer. You maybe walked a mile from where you started to this boat, and the plateau is like another mile in front of you.
Is there any sense of time in this place, or does it just feel like dark midday always?
Yeah,
Is that
I mean, you
sun
haven't
in the
noticed.
same spot?
You haven't noticed the
That's
sun
good.
change, no.
Okay.
But honestly,
And
it
this
hasn't
boat-
been that long. It's been like 30 minutes.
Does this boat look completely unusable? I guess we're not in the sea right now.
Yeah, it's pretty broke.
Can we like Sahara this thing into like a windsurfer?
Oh my god. I was hoping someone would say that so much.
You pushed the right buttons.
Yeah.
Why else would there be a boat here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the engineer of this group?
In fact, yeah. Magic carpet ride.
Yeah.
Skirt our way
On a
across
magic
the
carpet
desert
ride.
on a broken down ship.
So does that mean yes?
It doesn't have wheels, so I don't know
Oh.
how you're gonna do it. In Sahara, it was a plane.
Yeah,
that
it
they
was
sailed.
no
Shit.
Matthew McConaughey and Steve's on today.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll walk
Yeah.
like the bad part of Sahara.
Yeah. At least you're not handcuffed to a boat. I mean, that's something. Or sorry, the bed of a truck.
The bed of a
Bed of a
truck,
truck. God, great movie. I'm gonna go watch Sahara after this. All right, so you guys are walking towards the plateau, and it's more just like flat sand. As you get closer, you start to see that there are like human-looking figures carved into the cliffs of this plateau, and it looks like a bunch of humanoid figures like kneeling down on the ground and holding the plateau up above it. Above the plateau, you can see like a stone wall encasing what looks like a city. You can see some of the tops of buildings, and in the middle of it, you see a giant stone spire, like a really tall stone building. And like I said, the clouds in the sky seem to be spiraling around this point. Directly in front of you, you have the 3 stone figures on each side. In the middle, you see what looks like a staircase going up the cliff, kind of switchbacking back and forth.
All right. Damn, guys. Look at that there city. This must be Zamtal, if I had to reckon.
That sounded like classic Yenri. I reckon.
We got Cowboy Yenri in the desert now.
Yeah.
It's playing the
Adapt to my
part.
surroundings.
Method actor.
Code switching.
Yeah.
He spits in his spittoon.
Um,
Oh, should we climb them our stars?
Yeah, let's hike up them our stars.
yeah, let's switch back up.
Okay. So you guys come to the stairs and start walking up them. This looks like to be about 300 feet tall. So you get 50 feet up, and you notice that there's large portions of the stairs that have broken off and fallen, so it's incomplete. You reach up about 50 feet, and you see that the next span of stairs is like another 50 feet above you.
All right, turn around, go back.
We tried.
Well, cool. Yeah.
Shoot.
Does it look like we can rock climb?
Roll a perception check.
Oh yeah, and Yenri can't fly.
No. And Yenri probably can't rock climb.
13.
15.
That's a 22.
Okay. Everyone who got above 15, you see on the left side of the staircase that you're at, an area where there's like a crack leading up kind of next to one of these giant stone statues, and it's running up the like you're at about below knee height of this like kneeling statue, and so there's a crack that's leading up the knee of the statue to the left of you.
How wide is this crack?
It's about like 3 or 4 inches.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we could like Emperor's New Groove it.
Oh,
Like
Damn it.
back to back.
back to
Yeah.
That would have been great because we could have done the like Yenri with Orc,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like in
I just picture Orc saying go, like flexing his thighs and smashing Henry into the rock.
Oh, too hard.
dead.
You did that on purpose.
Does anyone have any climbing equipment?
No, but I have spider climb.
Well, all right.
So I guess yes, I have magical climbing equipment. So I'm gonna I'll use spider climb.
Okay.
One willing creature. I don't have to send myself, I guess. Hey Yenri, you want to climb?
Sure.
I'll let you climb. I touch Yenri and say, There you go, buddy.
Okay, bye. And I scamper up the wall.
So spider climb just allows you to like climb at your walking speed, right? And what
Yeah.
else goes with that? Okay. So you're able to just climb up the wall at this point. Wait, yeah, where do you want to climb?
Well, this is a switchback, right? So like you said, to our left is like the incline of the other stairway. Is that correct?
To the left of you is like the carved out knee of this kneeling like human statue. You're on like the left end of a staircase. So it would switch back right again, but like above you, you can just see 50 feet above you, like another staircase that would then be leading right again.
Got you. Okay, I'll climb up to that staircase then, 50 feet up.
Okay, so yeah, you can just climb. You don't even need to climb the crack or anything. You just climb up the goddamn
Yeah.
wall. All right. So
And then I guess I'll drop a rope down to them if I can, and I'll try to see if I can have anything to tie it to around there, because I have that 50 feet of rope now.
okay, you climb up all the way. There's not really anything to like tie it around. Like this is just a staircase carved into the stone, and then there's like bumpy stone walls with like some holes and other stuff. But there's not like a boulder that you could wrap it around.
I peek over the edge of the stairway and look down at them and I say, hey, it was maybe a mistake to send the smallest guy. It's like, I can't really hold this rope.
How many times can Ryan use, or how many times can Puff use spider climb?
Oh, it's concentration, so I don't know if I can concentrate.
Nope, you can only
On
use
two
it on one
things.
person at a time.
I also used all my spell slots. As of now.
Well, here we are.
All right, I'm gonna punch the crack.
Okay. Like
Okay.
into the crack or
I was thinking maybe I could shatter it, the whole thing.
Do you just want to bring the city down to you? Is that the plan?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Take bikini
hey, giant human statue, could you just like let go of the city?
Could you not?
Yeah.
Can Puff and I Halo jump glitch our way up the stairs?
Sword cancel
you
your
need to find rocket launchers first.
Yeah.
Can I look around at my level right here? So what part of the statue is next to me then, if not the knee?
Oh no, you're at the point you're at now, you're like maybe 10 feet below the knee. And you see a staircase going right and then like, yeah, left again and continuing up.
Okay.
The
Can
side
I
of the
climb
cliff.
up to the top of the knee?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
does there seem to be anything that I could hook a rope onto here?
What are you looking for specifically?
You know, like a hook.
You know,
Metal hook.
like a classic knee hook that every human statue has on it? Or like...
Unless this was not carved anatomically correct, there should be a knee hook.
Okay. No, here's...
Anatomically correct.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I want to drape the rope over the knee so it's like hanging down. The rope's 50 feet, so I think it can still reach them if I'm up on the knee.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I could tie my rope onto it, and we could make. I was
Oh,
thinking.
okay.
I was
Yeah,
thinking we
do
could make
that.
like a pulley system, but I don't.
No, I can climb up even higher then. If we just keep tying ropes, I can make you just the longest rope.
Yeah, I got rope too.
Because here's the other thing I can do, is I can cast Enhance Ability on myself to make myself strong, because I'm not, and try to pull you guys up.
Well, you can also, you can pull me up first, then we can work together.
Oh, yeah, teamwork's
pull
a
the
good
big one
idea.
up.
Yeah.
The big
Okay.
one. Wait, who are you?
He whispered that to me.
Yeah.
The big one. Yeah, okay. I'll cast Enhance Ability on myself to give myself bull's strength.
Nice.
So
Strength
it
like
gives
bull.
me advantage on strength checks, and his or her carrying capacity doubles.
Okay.
So I'll say, Puff, grab onto that rope.
Done.
Okay, and then I'm gonna just plant my feet real hard and hold on tight to help try to pull Puff up.
Okay.
Or let him climb.
So Puff, make an athletics check, and Yenri also make an athletics check.
Okay. Shoot, I got a 10, even with advantage.
I got a 14.
Okay. So that ends up working okay. You're able to hold your footing enough, and Puff is able to climb up the rope, the 50 feet, to make it to the top.
Thank God. Hooray. Okay. Well, let's dig in and try to get the big one up here.
This is going to be a little harder.
Grab that rope.
Puff is extremely light, so
Oh, this
Yeah.
is gonna be real hard.
Is this like?
yeah.
Can I look up and see if this is gonna be a continued dilemma? Like, are we gonna be having to do this all the way to the top
Yeah, roll a perception check.
whilst keeping my
or-
eyes out for other things?
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you look up and you're like, that's a lot of rocks.
Oh look, there's a city up there. Okay, what are we doing? Too many orange brown clouds in my eyes.
Yeah.
I grab the
Puff,
rope.
how you feeling? Think we can lift this big man?
Feeling real strong.
Okay. Let's do it. To athletics check again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, an orc too.
Oh. Well, I got a 25.
I got a 21.
I got a 14.
Okay. That combined, you guys are able to hold your footing. Yes. And orc, you have no problem scaling the rope. You're able to get all the way up there. So you guys are all standing on top of the knee now.
We are red-faced and panting, but we
Yeah.
got orc up here.
Nice. All right. So you guys are able to jump back down to the switchback and continue up. And you keep going, and you get to the last 50 feet, and you see that the staircase is missing again.
Is there another crack?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Crit fail.
21.
I got a 21 too. No, 23.
Okay. So orc, again, doesn't see anything but just rock stuff. But the other two of you... The other two
This
of
is
you
my favorite
see...
stuff.
Yeah. On the left side, kind of where the staircase blew out, there's a corner in the rock, and there's a lot of rocks leading up that corner to the top.
He really
look
wants us to rock
more
climb.
Easily climbable. It's a cliff face. What else are you going to do?
Okay. I still have spider climb.
You do still have spider
Probably,
climb.
right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm a scamper. Right on
Okay.
up there.
So yeah, you can just head all the way to the top, and you're standing on the plateau now. And when you get to the top, you see that you're just on a flat stone plateau, and you see the walls of the city kind of going out of view to your left and your right as they wrap around this circular plateau. And directly in front of you, you see a large stone archway with iron doors, and one of the iron doors is propped open slightly. Above the doors, connected back and forth between the arch, are some strings of desaturated colored flags that look like the same colored flags that you saw in the outpost that you got the floating ship from. And there's a giant banner hanging down from the archway too that has the symbol of Zamtal, a white symbol on a black background.
Hey, guys. We're here.
Oh.
You're
Hey, Henry.
there.
Can you
Yeah.
can you just go into town and see if you can buy the stairway to Zamtal?
And he's buying a stairway
Jesus.
to Zamtal.
I refuse. Not allowed. No stairway.
Yeah.
But I'll sit here and watch you climb. And I
Yeah.
sit down on my belly and put my hands on my chin and put my feet up in the air and just twiddle them back and forth and watch to see if they can climb up the mountain.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Thanks, Puff, for the spider
climb.
powers.
You're welcome.
Spider powers. Spider powers.
Spider Bard.
Spider bird. All right, I want to climb.
Okay. So make a athletics check.
Wait, let me put my shoes on first. My rock climbing shoes.
Yeah.
Wait, these ones are too tight. Let me switch them out. 10?
Okay. So you start climbing up the wall, and you get about 20 feet up, and your foot slips, and you lose your grip, and you fall back down to the ground. And you take 4 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Puff is near death again.
Yeah, seriously. Climbing's hard.
All right, I'm gonna climb.
Okay. Yeah, make an athletics check.
24.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So
You just carry me?
you put your hands in the sand and you put on like some chalk and you go and you expertly climb and boulder up this face to the top. And yeah, you're now standing with Yenri.
Can I kick Yenri off?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you really want to? Okay.
I'm just content to know that I can.
That's nice.
Not knowing that he's thinking this, Yenri holds up a rope to Orc, the 50-foot rope, while he still has his hand on his chin, that's still twiddling his feet, and he's like, if you want to help him out, you can, but I'd rather just watch.
Yeah.
Well, if I can't kick Yenri, then I'm gonna watch Puff.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I lay next to Yenri and start kicking my feet too.
So you don't lower the rope down?
No. Hell no.
Oh. All right, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to start a slow chant of my name.
Puff. Puff. That sounds like a sad train.
I look around. I think I can.
Puff.
So then I...
But Ryan, I'm going to give you inspiration for that.
Oh, okay. I was going to
Yeah.
say I stopped the Minor Illusion because it actually makes me kind of sad.
Yeah. So I haven't given you guys inspiration before, but basically you can just use a point of inspiration to give you like advantage on something,
Oh.
and then you lose.
Well,
that
I
point.
guess I should use that now.
I think I'll use mine now.
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I do feel inspired, so I will use it now.
Yeah. All right, athletics check.
Oh, that's a 14 for the first. 15.
Okay. So you grab onto the wall and you're pretty wobbly on the way up, but you're making your way up and you're getting pretty tired and you see the last like 10 feet and you're shaking.
Yenri
and trying
reaches
to get
down
these
his
holds.
hand to try to give him a hand at the last moment.
Scar.
He feels bad.
Do you
Brother.
want to grab his hand?
I don't know if I want to grab his hand.
Please Lion King him.
He seems conspiratorial.
Yeah.
No, I'll do it myself. I will struggle to the top.
All right. So you look at Yenri's hand and just look away, and with determination, you look at the top edge and you reach your hand up and get it up there, and you pull yourself, tired and haggard, over the edge. And you're panting. You're panting hard. That was a close one.
Poofing hard.
Yeah.
Puff. Puff.
Yeah. I continue my own chant with my asthma.
All right, so you guys are all sitting at the top of the plateau here, and again, behind you are these giant iron doors, and one of them is propped open slightly, and all you can really hear right now is wind, and you still see these, like, ember sparks, like, rising off of everything.
Let's go.
Into Zamtal.
Zamtal!